about the topic of the week. And I didn't have a topic until last night. Last night, this news broke, and I thought about doing a video about it, but I said, you know what? This is going to be a perfect topic to talk about during this week's live stream. So, really quickly, before I get into what we are talking about, there's 21 people here, 11 likes. Slam that like button if you have not already. How is everyone doing? I hope your week was fantastic. You watched some great stuff in the theater, on streaming, at home, on physical, of course. So, what is the topic tonight? Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is our topic. So, what is the big to do about Halloween Ends? Well, yesterday I could not help but notice that the news broke that Halloween Ends, of course, is going to theater, but also same day and date release on Peacock again, like Halloween Kills did. What? Why is this happening? What is going on? This is what we are discussing this evening. So I definitely want everyone's thoughts and opinions about this, because I'm sure some people are going to say, no, don't do it. Yes, it's a good idea. Okay. So Halloween Kills obviously went day and date release in theater and also on Peacock because we were still in a pandemic situation. Now, mind you, we're still in it. I honestly don't think we're ever going to be out of it. I don't think COVID is ever going to go away officially. It's always going to be hanging around. But now, a year later, we are in a better position than we were last year. Definitely. Everyone's getting their vaccines, or I hope everyone's getting their vaccines and their boosters, and people are feeling somewhat safer in the theater. So I was very shocked. I was extremely shocked when they said day and date release, same theater and on Peacock for Halloween Ends, especially because news broke, I think it was around last week or this past week, earlier in the week, that Regal, which is owned by Cineworld or vice versa, they're filing for bankruptcy because they just have not been able to make the money. There just hasn't been any big, huge blockbusters. This summer, we've really been struggling with the blockbusters, let me tell you, because you know me, I report the box office news every single Sunday night, and it seems like I'm on a loop of saying, oh, no big blockbuster, no big numbers this week. So because there's no big, huge movies, Regal has really been suffering. So they are filing for bankruptcy. And now with Halloween Ends, a big blockbuster movie coming, granted, it's not going to be for another, month and a half or so, 2 months almost. But what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why are we shelving it onto Peacock and also in theater? Is it a bad sign? Is it a bad movie? Because I was watching the John Campea show. You guys know I watch John Campea all the time. John and Grace, they're like my go-to people, and then 3C Films falls in between. So I was watching John Campea's opinion about Halloween Ends earlier. I was making a salad for tonight's dinner, and I was listening to his conversation with his people. And he was saying, is this a bad sign? Is it a bad sign that this movie is not good? Because it was at some convention, Jamie Lee Curtis came out, and it was a big, huge to do that she came out and she was promoting Halloween Ends and really talking it up. And now it's kind of flipped the script in a different direction, because she's the one that announced it in this ad or something and saying also on Peacock, whoop-de-doo, it's really not that big of a, it's bad, it's not a good thing. It's just it's a weird, awkward situation. We need big blockbuster movies like a Halloween franchise. We need these movies to go into theaters and fill the seats, because the theaters survive on concessions. We know this. I mean, they split the money with the studios with whatever the movie makes, but whatever concessions makes, that's 100% profit for the movie theater. That's my understanding. So when you need a big blockbuster, because that's when people really want their popcorn and their soda, and they're just guilty pleasuring it for the night, you know what I mean? So this is just a really worst case scenario when movie theaters really need this business, and then you're deciding to split it down the middle, theater and also at home on a streaming service. I just find it completely odd and weird and out of place. I certainly don't agree with it. I think it should be in movie theaters exclusive when it opens, and then eventually give it like what, a 45-day window or a 60-day window, whatever it is, and then move it to Peacock. What is wrong with that? Why do we have to split it down the middle? It just does not make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense. So that is our topic tonight. We're going to talk about it. I'm getting to your guys' thoughts and questions. Here we go. Ooh, all right. J-Man is first up. Hello, Sue. Hope all is well. Thank you very much. All is well indeed. Rhodey saying that Halloween Ends poster sucks. I don't know. It's a little dark, I will say. I mean, I know that is like the point of the movie, having a dark film and everything, but it's a little dark. You need to lighten it up just a smidge. Kaylin Cripps is here, everyone. Hey, everyone. Feeling so much better this week and happy to be joining in the conversation. How are you, Sue? I am doing well. I am surprised, but I'm doing well. I was also surprised to hear other DC news. Did we all hear the DC news? Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2 are officially pushed back again. Delayed again. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Kaylin saying, I was so excited for this franchise when the 2018 Halloween came out because it felt fresh and different, kind of like the 2022 Scream, but now it's just more of the same. I don't know. A lot of people, well, even Jamie Lee Curtis said that people are going to be quote unquote upset with Halloween Ends, apparently. What does that mean? Like, are we just going to be pissed off how they're ending this thing? Are we going to feel misled? I don't like how that sounds. Is that the reason why we're splitting it and putting it on Peacock as well? Because we're just going to be so disappointed. Is the film just a bad sign? Is it a bad movie and Jamie Lee Curtis knows this already? And she's like, whatever, brace yourselves, dumping it on Peacock too. I don't know. Hopefully it's not. I don't want it to be a bad movie. Granted, I love 2018. Loved it. It was a great way to like go into the franchise fresh and revamp it with a brand new trilogy. I love 2018. Kills, not as good as 2018. However, when I watch it again and again, not like all the time or anything, but when I do rewatch Kills, it gets a little bit better every time I watch it. It's not as good as 2018, but it's not the most horrible of the franchise. I will say that right now. That's reserved for Resurrection, excuse me. But I just don't want ends. This is the finale. Like, this is the finale. When you have a trilogy, it's kind of the way the trilogy goes, because the first film is like, yes, it's great. It ends fantastic. It draws you in. You want to see that second movie. And then for some reason, that second movie just falters a little bit. And it's not as good as the first one. But then the third one, you got to bring it home. Bring it home. You got to hit that home run. You got to make it memorable. Otherwise, your audience is going to be annoyed and pissed. And for Jamie Lee Curtis to already be putting it out there that people are going to be upset with the film, it's not a good look. It's not a good sign at all whatsoever. So from what she said to them saying on Peacock, is this the reason why? Is this the reason why? I really hope not. 66 people here, 22 likes though. I need more likes than that. Slam it. Slam that like button if you have not already. Thank you. The YouTube algorithm is so tough these days, let me tell you. IMAX 3D movie, Halloween Ends, Peacock and theaters. Yes, cool. Halloween Kills. Yeah. It's like just a bunch of words all put together. All right, Kaylin is saying there's been rumors swirling around Reddit and Twitter that the focus of Halloween Ends is not going to even be on Michael and Laurie. Yeah, I've heard that, and he's going into detail right now. The main story is rumored to be about a whole new character named Corey, who is Allison's new boyfriend, gets accused of murdering someone, which is somehow similar to Michael. That is exactly what I heard as well. Why are we bringing the focus off of Laurie and Michael? That's what I don't understand. The finale of a trilogy is not the time to be bringing in a brand new character that's going to be the focus. That should be reserved for the next movie. If that's where you want to go, this is the epic finale. This is the last movie that we are going to have Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode fighting Michael Myers. That's all it should be. That should be the focus of this film, solely and purely. That's it. Why are we getting this brand new character that gets the majority of the focus of the movie? I have no clue. That pisses me off right there. Maybe that's what she's talking about. I have no clue. But it's definitely like a factor. It's a factor in this. I feel like people are going to be really pissed. Kaylin says, even Jamie Lee Curtis has said in interviews that Halloween Ends is going to be shocking and make people very angry. There we go. Oh, my mom's here. Mama Blu-ray is back. Yes, she has her Wi-Fi back, people. She's currently on vacation in Oregon, if you guys did not know. And she lost Wi-Fi for about 4 or 5 days, I think. So she has her Wi-Fi back. She's very excited. All right, Kaylin says, so I feel like that's why they're dropping the film on Peacock, because they know it's going to upset the fans and moviegoers and want to avoid it being a flop if at all possible. I don't know. I just feel like ever since streaming has been introduced into our lives, it's just Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy streaming. Obviously, I am subscribed to like 7 streaming networks. Okay. Like, I enjoy streaming. I enjoy the convenience of just sitting down and be like, you know what? I have time to watch something. Boop. And I put it on. Boop. And I can pause it. It's very convenient. But I also feel like it's hindering movie theaters extremely, if I said that correctly. It's it's become a hindrance more than a help. Now, granted, we needed streaming when the pandemic first hit. Those, 2 years from 2020 until 2022 early, we needed streaming because movie theaters shut down instantly. We had no other access to movies besides streaming. So that's when it really swooped in and saved all of us, and we all subscribed, and now we're all addicted to our streaming networks and everything. But it's just, now the movie theaters are back. They've been back for a little bit. We got to show the movie theaters some love, because if we don't, they're going to close. They're going to shut down permanently. Like, granted, AMC, the largest movie theater chain in the planet, that they were saved, thank God, because they had a backing and people invested, whatever that was, and we saved AMC. But Regal is number 2, and they're filing for bankruptcy. So what about all the smaller ones down below Regal? That's not a good sign for them. It just, I don't like seeing things change and go in that direction. I think it's extremely sad, because I like that movie theater experience. I want to be there on opening day watching Halloween Ends in the Dolby like this. Just like watch everything, see Michael slaughter. I want to see Michael and Laurie go head to head and just battle it out and just be done with it. And it's going to be a great, fantastic experience. It's not going to be the same sitting on your couch at home. It's just not. Imagine if we were in the pandemic during Avengers Endgame. Can you imagine? Can you freaking imagine? If Endgame came out a year later, we would have to watch it at home. Insane. It would have been a totally different experience. We would have been robbed of such an amazing thing that they put together. It goes for every blockbuster movie. Blockbuster. So it's just so sad. Like, streaming, it's a double-edged sword. Yes, I enjoy streaming, but at the same time, it's taking over, and it's taking over movie theaters, and it's toppling movie theaters. It's just not good. What do you guys feel about this? Do you agree with me? Yes, no? Let's have a conversation about it. Let's conversate. I know it's not the right word, but Marius Glazer's here. Hey guys, how's Mama and Daddy Blu-ray? Oh, they're good. They're good. Dad text messaged me. You guys went to Arby's last night, apparently, or something. Adrian James, hello there. And how is everyone? Gus is here. Hello, Gus. Mr. Scott is here. What's up, everybody? And you wonderful. Thank you. That's me. Not only that Halloween ends in theaters, but streaming at the same time. But here we go. Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2 are getting pushed back as well. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole nother whole nother live stream. AJ and James, hey there, Mr. Scott. How you doing, kid? Jordan Lawson, I got Halloween 2018 on 4K and Cruella on 4K, and I got the Scream 2 pack with the original Scream and Scream 2022 on Sunday last week. That is awesome and amazing. I will always support a Scream purchase, so wonderful. Wonderful. Kaylin is saying a run from the Hollywood Reporter said on Twitter, apparently Warner Brothers Discovery only has enough money to release 2 films this year, Black Adam and Don't Worry Darling. LOL, what a joke Zaslav is. I don't know what's going on over at DC. Like I said, that's a topic for another video, another day, another live stream, whatever you want to call it. But all I know is I was watching Grace Randolph's live right before I came live on here. She was addressing this topic with Aquaman and Shazam 2, with them being delayed. Zaslav is cleaning house over at Warner Brothers. He's axing a whole bunch of things. Animated titles are leaving. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just so afraid that when he's done with the slaughter, we're going to be left with just random stuff, like bits and pieces from, over here and over there. We're not going to be satisfied. And then the new HBO Max service, whatever the name ends up being, is going to be like $20 a month. And what are we paying for? Crap? Garbage? Like what are we going to have to watch? I have no idea. I have no clue. So that's why I watch Grace. I like watching, listening to her opinions about stuff like that. All right, Tony's here. What's going on, Tony? Hello, everyone. How y'all doing tonight? Really quickly, off topic. I do want to say a big thank you to anyone and everyone that showed up to watch me and the Steelbook crew battle it out on trivia night over on Huck's Pop Culture Cafe's channel on Monday night. Girl here won. If you did not watch it, I'm proud that I won the golden mug. Like, I never win anything. I've never won anything in my entire life. So I was like, yes, I won the golden mug. I was so excited. But battling the boys, total fun. It was great. It was so funny. So thank you everyone for showing up and supporting. I really, truly do appreciate it. We all do. We all had a great time. Okay. Kel Knight, hi guys. I'm excited for this live. Ooh, I hope you're still excited. Sulako88 saying hi, Sue. Triple D, hi, Sue. Hello, Triple D. Kaylin saying this is random, but we gotta get Jamie Lee Curtis an Oscar nomination at some point. Not for the Halloween movies. LOL, she's been keeping the franchise going since the 70s. Maybe with Everything Everywhere, but I don't feel it. I don't think she'll get an Oscar nomination for Everything Everywhere. Maybe Golden Globe. Possibly Golden Globe, but I don't think she'll get an Oscar nomination. Honestly, I don't even know why Jamie Lee Curtis was even cast in that movie. I kind of feel like that was unnecessary, like, known celebrity casting. Like, I felt like that role could have went to an up-and-comer actress, maybe a kind of unknown actress, for it to be a breakout role for that person. I don't know. I didn't like Jamie Lee Curtis in the part. Does anyone agree with me? Am I the only one that feels like this? I'm just curious. Okay, now we're getting into where I actually joined. All right, Triple D. I went to Springfield, Missouri. Went to Best Buy and had cleaned out their movie section. It was gone. So is Target. Do you think this will keep happening all across the country? Unfortunately, yes, I do. Physical media is not a priority to people. And this is why people like me and Ken and Tim Talks Talkies and My Killer Podcast and 4K D-Ray, all of us on here are psychopaths, and we buy as much as possible because it's fading away, unfortunately. I hate it, but it's a reality. Physical media is just not important as putting 4,500 refrigerators in Best Buy. That's the new priority. And washing machines, washers and dryers have taken the priority over physical media, unfortunately. Tony's here. Basement Blues Tony. Hi, Sue and everyone. Thank you so much for joining, Tony. I know I have a super chat, and I will get to that when I get there. K-Dog 2022. Hey, Sue. What's going on, K-Dog? Constance Cherry made it. Thank you so much for joining. Justin Kirby is here. It's publicity. I don't know. Is it publicity though? I mean, why would it be for publicity? I mean, we know it's coming. And like in the horror community, you know what's coming. It's on the horizon. Everyone's excited. Well, I think everyone's excited about it. We're looking forward to it. If you don't want to say excited about it, I think everyone's looking forward to the movie. So I don't know if it's publicity. I guess it could be, maybe. I don't know. Maria Elena saying hi, Sue. Hello, Maria. Justin Kirby saying some people still aren't going to theaters. That is true. However, people need to get over it. You know, like I don't mean to be harsh or anything, but if you're like in a position like say how like my mom is, you know, like she has met her medical conditions, she's highly susceptible. Okay, so my mom needs to stay home. It's risky for her to go to a movie theater, go to a restaurant. That's why we barely do. I mean, honestly, she barely leaves the house. So her on vacation right now is like, woo, it's like a big thing. It's a big thing. I understand those cases, but like everyday people like myself, I am vaccinated. I have both my vaccinations. I haven't gotten any of my boosters, I will say that, but I am vaxxed. I feel comfortable going to my theater. Like, I don't feel like there is a risk. I am proud to say that I've gotten through this entire COVID period thus far, and I haven't gotten it. Maybe I'm putting myself at risk by saying that, and I should like knock on wood or something. I don't know. But I'm careful. I stay away from people, and that's me normally, like the majority of the time, because I don't like to be too close to people anyway. I've always been like that. But I stay away from people. I take precautions, but that doesn't stop me from doing what I want to do. Like going to the movies, I enjoy doing that. So, by not going during a crowded time, I go mainly Friday afternoons at like noon or 2 o'clock when there's anyone in the theater. People could try doing that. You know, just little things that you could do. I don't know. I just feel like people like let's live our lives again. Like it's been long enough. Yes, it's still out there. It's never going to go away. It's never going to be a permanently like, oh, COVID's gone. It's here to stay. It really is. That's my belief anyway. If you think differently, that's perfectly fine. But I feel like it's just here and now we have to deal with it and it is what it is and we just need to start living our lives again. You know, like we can't say, "Oh, COVID's here." It's going to be here. It's always going to be here. You know what I'm saying? I think you guys understand. We are 22 minutes past already. 59 people here, 43 likes. That doesn't exactly match up. So slam that button if you have not already. You know I'm going to say it every single time. Adrian saying, hi, Queen Susan. Oh, thank you so much. On Monday night, I will say that. Some were lucky guesses. All right, Mr. Scott saying that's a disappointment choice, but as far as for me, I'm going to go see that in the theater, as I am as well. I am going to the theater. Kaylin saying, I just watched the Only Murders in the Building finale yesterday. It was insane. Sue, are you watching? No, but I'm thinking about, because those are like half-hour episodes, so I could binge that very quickly. I like half-hour runs. I don't like too long. You know what I mean? All right. Ooh, what happened to my chat? There's like nothing here. Are you guys asking questions? Because I'm not seeing anything. That's weird. I'm only seeing Kaylin asking about Only Murders in the Building. Sue, are you watching? If not, we got to get you on the bandwagon. I will. I'm excited for Wednesday on Netflix to drop too. Yes, I'm excited for Wednesday as well. I think Jenna Ortega is going to slay as Wednesday Addams. Very excited to see her doing that. Catherine Zeta-Jones looks amazing as Morticia. I just gotta say it. She looks incredible. I want to see her acting skills though as Morticia. If that matches, then I'll truly be impressed. But as far as the look goes, she's got it down. Definitely. How come I'm not seeing any chat? Oh, this is not good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I can see. I don't know what happened there. I wasn't seeing as many people talking. That was weird. Okay, now we're in business. All right, I don't know where I left off, but we're starting at the top here with Jim Powers. Theaters are on the clock. They are the new malls. Will all be gone in a few years. Technology and streaming will eventually do them in. I hate to hear that, but I'm probably going to agree with you. Or maybe the only one that will reign will be AMC, hopefully. Cross fingers that AMC will survive because I love my theater. The seats are so great. The Dolby screen huge. I love it. But I think like the the smaller ones, they're not going to have a chance. In a few years, they're going to be gone. All right. Alfred, Ark, God, movie theaters are the bomb to hang with babes and bros. Sure. Bry saying, I've been to the theater more since November than in the last 4 years at least. Definitely supporting theaters. That is good. Chris C saying, I agree, Sue. Yeah, writing on the wall here. Unfortunately. Frowny face. Let's see. Kaylin Cripps saying, I agree. I think there's something special about seeing a movie on the big screen. You don't get that experience at home. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially with like a great horror film like Halloween. Like I want to see it huge, massive. I want to see it up there. Chris C, last movie I saw in theater was X. Did you enjoy that experience? I want to know. I saw it in theater as well. I enjoyed my experience. Justin Kirby saying, I think Tivoli, even though they're just Illinois, are going to be staying where I don't know. I don't know what that is. Tivoli, I don't know what that is. Rob is the super chat. What's up, my movie peeps? Miss y'all. Rob, what's happening? What's going on? Catch me up with what you're doing. What's happening? Are you at work right now? I don't know. I feel like I'm totally out of the loop. Aishlum Beats. I don't know if I said the first name right. I don't mind it being on Peacock, still watching in theaters, and then I'll rewatch it on Peacock. That's my plan. I'm probably going to go, well, I'm definitely going to go to the theater and see it opening day, probably Friday around noon or whatever. And then when I get home, I'll watch it with my mom because obviously my mom will not go to the theater, and you know us, we're attached at the hip. We watch everything together. So we'll watch it together at home. K-Dog, as long as Don't Worry Darling gets the theater treatment, then I'm okay. It should. I mean, it's been advertising numerous times, the trailer, over and over, so no worries. But even that one, it's not a blockbuster. That's for a very like specific taste and audience. It's not like a widespread hit for it to be like a massive, money-making juggernaut, if you know what I mean. Like, Don't Worry Darling is not going to be like a $200 million making movie. That's just not going to happen. I mean, we've been in such a drought this summer since like June. I mean, everyone, yeah, Thor Love and Thunder made money. It crossed 700 million, thank God. It crossed the 700, but it didn't make as much money as we wanted to, as anticipated, because of those lackluster reviews from weekend number one and the massive drop. And then we were all excited about Nope, like, oh, Jordan Peele's latest. That one came out lackluster. It took a little bit to cross that 100 million, and it's been slow. And right now it's around, I think, 113, 115 million. So across the 100 million, but still, like, it just took forever to do so. And then DC League of Super Pets, that failed. Bullet Train, that's a failure. It's just like failure after failure. Beast only made $11.5 million. Like, what is going on? We need some movies, man. We need some quality stuff. This is just sad. Sad all around. All right, Billy is saying, Bright Side, the new Evil Dead movie is getting a theatrical release next April, which is awesome. Ooh, I don't think I knew that. 4K Media Guys here. What's going on? I wish Hocus Pocus 2 would have gone in theaters as well. They could have made money during October and to take the kids. That is a good point. That's a good point. They probably should have done that, but Disney, they're like, put it on streaming. Put it on Disney Plus. No problem. They're just so Disney Plus happy right now. They're just like, boop, put everything over there. Maria's saying, I got people from Scream Factory. It looks amazing in 4K. I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. I've had people say, Susan, it's not your type of movie, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to pick that one up. I honestly don't even know if I'm going to go Blu-ray hunting next Tuesday, because I'm not doing a What's New for Blue on Saturday. There's like nothing. What's coming out? Cat People and the Warrior Steelbook. There you go. That's what's new for Blue. That's it. That's it. And then like everything else is very obscure titles to order online. I can't do a video with that. You know what I mean? So, so I'm not going to do what's new for Blue. I don't even know if I'm going to go out on Tuesday. Probably not. I think I have a bruise on my hand I just saw. All right. Adrian is saying, I knew you would win on Huck's movie trivia. Are you still celebrating? In my mind. Not like out and about, but in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I won. Oh yeah. I'm happy for myself because honestly, I never win anything. Like, never. All right. Marius can't wait for Avatar and IMAX re-release September 23rd. That is cool. Jim Powers saying physical media collecting is more important than ever. Absolutely, Jim. That's right. The Odd One, 1993, saw the 40th ET showing in IMAX last week. Gonna see 3,000 Years of Longing tomorrow night. Please let me know how that is. Either that's, I don't know, and it's gonna flop, and that's gonna be bad for Idris Elba. 2 movies to tank. Not good. Not good. Especially because the other day, Grace was talking about, Idris Elba's chances of becoming the next Bond because they're in the process of choosing who's going to be the next Bond. I think it should be Henry Cavill. That's my vote. Henry Cavill needs something. If you're not going to have him play we're off topic with this, but really quickly. If Henry Cavill is not going to return as Superman, give him freaking James Bond. He looks the part. He can obviously do action. He is James Bond. And they want to go a little bit younger. Perfect casting. I want Henry Cavill as James Bond. Who's with me? please support me with this because I think he would be amazing. All right, Justin Movie Reviews saying hi, Sue. Hello, hello. Alfred got a movie today, Mother Warrior. Okay, awesome. Bri is saying at Chris C, awesome. I love every Friday the 13th movie except for the 2009 remake. That one actually wasn't too bad. It had some good kills, especially right in the beginning where it was very, camp scene. I enjoyed. I only saw that once, so I need to give it a chance. I actually find Halloween to be the most overrated horror franchise. Ooh, why do you say that? I'm really curious and I want to know. Bri, why do you say that? Billy asking, have you seen Beast? No, I have not. I'm still debating on seeing it before it leaves theaters. Well, you might want to hurry up because it might be leaving soon. Honestly, I watched the review that Cody Leach did of Beast because when I'm driving around, I'm working, if I'm bored or if I just need noise to listen to, I always put on other YouTubers and listen to what they're talking about, or I put on my favorite people. So I clicked on Cody Leach's review for Beast. He pretty much said it's not a bad movie. Like, he actually said, if you enjoy like a Jaws type movie, even though it's not Jaws, like nothing compares to Jaws, but one of those movies where the animal is after you, Beast is actually pretty good. So it's not like it's a bad film. I just think, I don't know, maybe Idris Elba just wasn't a big enough star to draw in the attention. Maybe was that the issue? I have no clue. No idea. All right, my mom's saying the battle was fun. Yes, it was. It was fun. Justin Movie Reviews saying that Jurassic World Dominion is going to be on Peacock on September 2nd. Yes, I believe I saw that as well. It's going to be like an extended edition or something. It's going to be a different than it was in theaters. Justin Kirby, I'm not buying as many movies next month as I'm going to the steakhouse/winery. Well, you got your priorities. I don't. I'm still like, charge it, but not as much. Not as much. But I mean, wait until you see my Blu-ray haul. But I will say Mama Blu-ray probably paid for about half of it, so I will say that much. All right. Angelica saying Susan saw the new Hunt video and loved it. Thank you so much. Chris C bought some Vinegar Syndrome stuff, volume 3 and 4 of the Forgotten Gialli sets, and purchased Closer and Crimes of the Future. LOL. Big Bing Day. Hard Copy Blue saying, hey, Gus. Maria is saying, I love Jamie Lee in Halloween. How can you not love Jamie Lee in Halloween? Although she's not my favorite final girl. That goes to Miss Sydney Prescott, Nev Campbell. She's my favorite final girl. All right. Bry is saying, Stu, I caught the replay of trivia night. I wasn't surprised you won. Your breadth, my wide range of pop culture knowledge is very broad. Congratulations. Yeah, I ever since I was little, for some reason, I was like meant for trivia because my brain is full of like random pop culture knowledge and facts. So I was made for trivia, and I'm happy that I won. Okay. Triple D saying, gonna buy The Fog on 4K and The Lost Boys 4K. Are you? Yes, indeed. But you would know that if you watched my 4K sneak peek video that I just put out. Just teasing, but go watch it. 4K Media Guy saying Killer Clowns is blowing up. We got a 4K. I know. A 4K announcement for Killer Clowns. Where is Nightmare on Elm Street? That's what I want to know. We're getting Killer Clowns 4K, but literally nothing with Nightmare on. Like, what's the deal? Do we know the reason Nightmare just is not coming to 4K at all? Like, do we know? Do we know? I have not bought in the Blu-ray set because I have a feeling once I do, the minute I add it to my cart, they're going to announce the 4K set. That's why I'm not buying it. That's like the sole reason why I'm not. But I don't know. I don't know why we're not getting it on 4K. It's just so weird. But anyway, Killer Clowns blowing up. Video game coming plus Universal Studios is going to make a theme for Horror Nights. I know, it's crazy. And then at Spirit Halloween, they have like, the gun and like they have a whole bunch of stuff for Killer Clowns. Like Killer Clowns is the new rage. Like, I mean, it's not new. It's old. It's an old ass movie. I remember watching that way back in the day when I was little, and it's like making a huge comeback right now. I don't know what's going on. Mika's here saying soon people will only be able to buy physical media online. Brick and mortar stores are slowly fading out. Unfortunately, yes. The Chris channel. What's going on, Chris? Keep living your life, Sue. Thank you for sharing this. You are welcome. And yes, I will keep on living my life. I don't have much of one, but from what I do, I will keep on living it. Trust me, because pretty much my life is work and YouTube. That's pretty much all I do. And watching movies and looking up stuff and pop culture. Indeed. All right. Trekopedia. They said NBC is pulling all media off Hulu. Makes me wonder if this includes WWE Raw on Peacock 2 days later, like they do with NXT. I honestly don't know about anything wrestling related, so I'm not sure. All right. Kaylin saying we're here when I was questioning about the chat because I didn't know what happened to the chat. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the chat. It's acting really, really funny. All right. 4K Media Guy asking, Susan, do you guys, if I'm like all over in the chat, it's because I scroll to the bottom and I can't see anything else. So I'm hitting my chat and I'm hitting all messages and I'm just going back up to the top. So wherever I go is where I'm starting. If I skip over you, I completely apologize. I don't really know what's happening with this right now. Just let you guys know. Okay, 4K Media Guys. Susan, do you guys decorate your house for Halloween? Not really, only because we really don't have a lot of kids in our neighborhood anymore. When we first moved, we've been here for like 30 years. When we first moved here, it was all kids all over the place. We would go out, we would decorate like to the nines outside. But my parents are older now. And my dad is such like a bah humbug when it comes to decorating outside. Like he thinks like one stick in the front yard is like, ooh, that's decorating. Big deal, Dad. Like that's really nothing. He has like one little stick for Christmas that says like Santa was here. Like that's a decoration, and like one string of lights on a little tree outside. That's it. That's all we do. So yeah, like my mom can't do it anymore with her illness. She doesn't have the energy. I'm too busy / I just don't want to do it. And my dad, like, he could care less. So we really don't decorate. I would love to, but we just don't. K-Dog is saying, don't worry, darling, will probably be around in the $60 million mark. I don't even know if it's going to make that, to be honest. We'll see, but I don't know if it's even going to make that. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy about it, but I don't know. Hard copy blues. Only weird thing about Chucky 4Ks for part 2 and 3, they aren't listed on packages having Atmos, but they do. Pleasantly surprised. I watched all of my Chucky 4Ks. Always nice to revisit. All right, William is saying woman. Okay, my name is Susan, not woman, but thank you, William. Nope is not a failure just because you think it didn't live up to your expectations. I would say it didn't live up to my expectations. I'm stating facts, okay? And it's not a failure. It just did opening weekend made in the $40 million range. That's pitiful considering that Us made $70 million in its opening weekend. That's a difference of $30 million. That's a very huge difference. Now, granted, has it made over 100 million? Yes, it has. And I'm happy that it has, William. But I don't consider it a failure. It failed in its opening weekend, but it did like have a little bit of legs, like I said it was going to in my box office videos. So we'll just, end that conversation right there. Kaylin saying, has there been a movie lately or in recent years you actually regret seeing in theaters? No, I don't think so, because usually when I go to see something in theaters, I know I want to see it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And usually 9 times out of 10, I do enjoy what I'm watching in theater. So I don't have any theater regrets. Maybe when I was younger, like Look Who's Talking Now, like the third installment of that, like one of those, but not recently. No. All right, Gus is saying, I agree, Sue. Nothing for me this coming Tuesday. Sound Visions, 1993. Hey, Sue, favorite horror movie so far, X or The Black Phone? Ooh, that's a tough one. I enjoy them both for different reasons. So I'm going to have to take a tie on that one. I can't choose. Maybe The Black Phone, just a smidge. Just a smidge. But I enjoyed them both. But let's not forget, we have Pearl coming out very, very shortly in September. So we'll see how that one goes. That one actually looks better than X. I will say that. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. Alfred is in the Deep Blue Sea trilogy. Saw the first in AMC. Ooh, very nice. Ghoul Sniper? Goal Sniper? Hello, saying hello, hello. The Odd One, 1993. My Best Buy is being remodeled. They're keeping movies and they have vinyl at your Best Buy. They said they're niche, but they're enough demand to keep. Wow. Okay. Probably helps that they're the best performing store in the region. That helps definitely. Justin saying they should not put this Halloween movie not on Peacock. I mean, we all agree it should not be on Peacock. It should be in movie theaters only. Absolutely. Alfred saying have C3 4K ultra high definition. That is awesome. Marvel Studios asking, are you seeing Hocus Pocus 2 on Disney Plus end of September? Absolutely. I'll watch it on streaming. I don't think I would have gone to the theater to see it if it was in theaters, but it on convenience, yes. I will watch. K-Dog. My favorite horror film of the year so far is Bodies. I've seen it 4 times in theaters already. 4 times. Oh my God. Good for you. That's a good job right there. Bri saying, I want to go see The Invitation this weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to go and see that or not. I'm kind of torn whether or not I want to. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait for streaming. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like, I don't know. Gus saying, Sue, did you hear Robin Hood with Kevin Costner is getting a 4K release? I did see that. It's going to be by Arrow. I believe Arrow's going to put that out. Are they going to put out a nice box set? Ooh, I hope they do. And if they do, oh, that'll be amazing. All right, Mr. Scott about Henry Cavill as James Bond if he's not Superman. Thank you, thank you. Trekopedia, my wife can't go to theaters, Justin, so how about you let some people like her enjoy it on Peacock? Yes, understandably. If you cannot go to your theater, if you're like my mom, medical situations, things like that, disabilities, totally understandable. That is a good reason to have it on streaming. But like I said, it's like the whole Warner Brothers situation, day and date in all of, 2021 there when they did everything same day in theater and on streaming. it didn't work. And I would think that Peacock, the people at Peacock would pay attention to that. Be like, you know what? Warner Brothers tried it. Look what happened. Pretty much none of the movies were successful because they were all available at home. So I don't know why Peacock, it's like you're setting Halloween Ends up for failure, like be like how Zaslav is doing HBO Max releases now. Like perfect example is with Elvis. Elvis was in theater. I think it's still in a few theaters, making a little bit of money, but it's on its way out. It's available on digital, but not available on HBO Max just yet because David Zaslav wanted to make that money on digital first. So it's been out for, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks. It's still number one at digital, making that money because it is not available on HBO Max yet. So I feel like why, like I mentioned before, with Halloween Ends, why don't you put it out in theater, give it a 45-day window? Okay, then let's go to digital and Peacock same day and date, whatever you want to do after that. But give it some time in the theater to make that money. I don't know. That's just me. They don't want to listen to me. Caitlin's saying, I'm low key sad. Spoiler, they killed Judy Greer in Halloween Kills. Her character is a safe, but I love Judy Greer and love seeing her work. Been obsessed since 13 going on 30. She's literally been in every movie. Judy Greer. I just watched her in Jawbreaker like what, 2 nights ago. Marvel Studios, did you see Punisher Warzone Steelbook at Best Buy? No, no. They just announced that, so that's not available yet. Okay, we got about, I'd say, 14 minutes left to do a little chatting. All right, Gus is saying if they don't bring Cavill for Superman, I'll probably won't watch any Superman. I don't think there's any current young actor that could be Superman. Gus, I agree with you. I love Henry Cavill as Superman so much. I think he's perfect casting. It's like Christopher Reeve and then Henry Cavill. Perfect casting. And they're just doing nothing. Nothing. It's so annoying. Maria's saying she would love to see Henry Cavill as Bond. I still love him as Superman. I know he's like underused. He's like one of the most underused actors in Hollywood right now. Like I just feel like he's good. He's great as Superman. He was great in Mission Impossible Fallout. What show is he on Netflix? The Witcher or something? I haven't seen that show, but isn't he good in that? Like he's good in everything that he does, but he's just not used for anything. It's just so weird. All right, Kaylin is saying that Real Housewife Kyle is going to be back in Halloween Ends as Lindsay, although I don't have high hopes for her being on screen long, LOL. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for nostalgia, okay? But I don't know. I just feel like the nostalgia of Kyle coming back as Lindsay, it just didn't work in Kills. It didn't work. It just was so lackluster. It wasn't exciting, especially because you didn't even have the original actor playing Tommy. Like if you had the original actor playing Tommy and her as Lindsay, that's one thing. But like you only had half of the ingredients. It just didn't work for me. And then she just disappeared. They brought her to the hospital and that was it. We never saw her again. Is she still at the hospital 4 years later? I guess we'll find out when Halloween Ends. I honestly have no idea. So weird. K-Dog is seeing Beast with his grandma on Saturday. Should be fun. With grandma? Ooh, have fun. That'll be fun. All right, Mr. Scott saying if you've seen Sleepaway Camp, Cody Leach is reviewing those films. I've only seen the first one. I would love to get, what is there, like 2 and 3? I don't know if there's any more after that, but I don't think they're available in the US. Are they? If they are, they're highly expensive, and I'm not going to pay like $50 for a Blu-ray. That's not happening. All right, Trekopedia. Susan, are you going to get Army of Darkness 4K and the original Friday the 13th 4K next month? Yes, although Army of Darkness 4K does not come out next month. That is in October, just to let you know. All right, Will Roberts. I don't think it'll happen, but I think Tom Hiddleston would make an interesting and unique James Bond. That's an option. I will say that's an option. I won't rule it out. Okay. Trekopedia, Susan, WB won't let Scream Factory near Elm Street. They keep trying to negotiate, but WB won't play ball. More problems with Warner Brothers, okay? More problems. Justin Movie Reviews. Have you seen the movie Dora movie live? Have I seen the live action Dora the Explorer movie? I have not. There we go. Chris C. As for Friday the 13th, I have multiple copies of those movies. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Yeah. I have what, like 3 copies, the first 3. Just a bit, just a bit. All right, the Chris channel saying, I love your life. Thank you. It's not that exciting. I'm going to be honest with you. It's really not that exciting. I do with it what I may. All right, Tony is saying, Tony P, I'm going to try and have control next month. I got my Horror Nights / Orlando trip in October. September is going to be a test on my self-control. September is a killer. We all know that. I posted the 4K sneak peek, and that's only 4Ks. That's not including Blu-rays. So you can only imagine how big September is going to be. Gus is saying that Columbia Movie Music Club needs to come back. Oh my God, remember that? That's so long ago. Adrian asking, what's my favorite Disney animated movie? Lion King. I'll just say Lion King. It's so good. Right off the top of my head. Do you have Disney Plus? The live action Pinocchio movie comes out September 8th. Yes, I have Disney Plus. Yes, I do. The odd one is saying my local Barnes & Noble is getting remodeled, minimizing the physical media, but keeping the boutique releases. I saw, I think Eddie posted, Dave Durant's friend Eddie posted on Instagram that his Barnes & Noble was like taking out the Criterions or something. And I was like, oh no. I was like, please do not let that be true, because I like going to Barnes & Noble and getting the physical media. All right. I think I have to renew the chat again. Hold on. Let's renew the chat. Okay, let's go back to the top. Oh, hold on. Let's see what I can find. This is like all messed up. I apologize. All right, Bryce saying, adore Jamie Lee Curtis. That much I will say. I loved her being in Everything Everywhere. I love Jamie Lee Curtis too. I really enjoyed her in Knives Out, by the way. And I do want to let you guys know, I heard that, you know how the Knives Out sequels are going to Netflix. So the second installment is going to debut on Netflix December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. So mark that in your calendar now. Knives Out 2. Okay. The odd one is gonna see Jaws and Rogue One and Iron Man Avatar and Extended No Way Home in Dolby. Who's going to see the Extended No Way Home? I don't think I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm going. I don't know. I'm just not excited about it. This year has been sparse on titles I've been interested in compared to previous years. I will agree there. All right, K-Dog saying I saw Us twice in theaters. I loved it. I saw it once with Kim, the bestie. We went to dinner beforehand and then movie after. We had a little date. Not really. Best friend date. And it was good, but Get Out is the best to me. You know, Get Out is the best. Holy crap, we just jumped to 101 people. Where did that come from? Hello. With 7 minutes left, we jumped up to 100 people. Now we're all over the map. 86, 90. I don't know what's going on. This thing is like screwy. But wow, that grabbed my attention. All right, Chris C is saying Us is my favorite Jordan Peele movie out of what he has done. The Candyman movie he co-produced is quite good. I still have not seen that one yet. And I noticed it was on sale, Blu-ray.com, for $15 for the 4K. But I don't know. I'm thinking it might go down drastically for like a sale, so I don't want to pull the trigger just yet. I'm waiting. I am waiting. Let's see. The odd one asking, how's your musical month going? My musical month is going very well. Last night I watched Victor Victoria. That was great. I love that one. I have about, 8 days left or something. I don't know. But I'm doing well. I'm getting through my pile. It's going extremely well. I'm enjoying seeing all these different kinds of older classics. I will say that. All right, Caitlin is saying I want to see the horror movie Smile when it comes to theaters. That looks intriguing as hell and hopefully scary. I will not see that movie. The trailer scares the fuck out of me. I'm sorry I swore, but it's the truth. I will not go and see that. Especially at the very end when that woman's head goes boom like that. I cover up my eyes. I can't watch that. It just freaks me out. So no. I'm not going to see that one. Possibly on stream, but I won't go to the theater to see it. I won't. K-Dog is saying The Invitation doesn't look like a theater type of film. I wouldn't mind renting it for 20 if that was the case. Yeah, I agree. Like, it doesn't look like a movie theater film. It looks more like a streaming movie. Like if it came on Hulu or something, I would watch it. All right. Mika is saying that The Invitation is giving her Ready or Not vibes. I am intrigued to see it. You know what, Mika? You go and see it and report back because I trust you in your opinion and I want to know. So after you see it, private message me on Instagram and let me know how it is. Ryan asking, hey, Sue, do you think Nope will get an exclusive collector's release? Anything is possible. They could. Ryan asking, what are your thoughts on Orphan First Kill? I liked it. I really enjoyed it. So I'd never seen the very first Orphan film. So I watched that first on Paramount Plus. It's over there if you want to check it out. And then I watched Orphan First Kill right after. I enjoyed both of them. I already knew about the twist ending in the first movie. I won't say it just in case anyone hasn't seen it. I mean, it came out in 2009, I believe. You've had plenty of time to watch it. But I really enjoyed both. And I didn't think that I was surprised like I was with the first movie, with the second movie, and I was. So that kudos to them for surprising us again. At least me. I was surprised. I was like, whoa, like where did this come from? This is messed up right here. All right, Mika's saying that twist in Orphan First Kill saved it for me. Really enjoyed it. Yes, agree. Meow is here. Susan, are you getting the Godfather trilogy on Steelbook? Pre-orders are open. I really want to, but I feel like garbage doing it because my mom bought me the 4K set. And I feel like if I get the Steelbooks, it's going to be like a slap in the face or something to my mom. Like, I don't enjoy what you got for me and I'm getting the Steelbooks. You know, like I just hate the way that they're putting out the physical media. Okay, 4K first, and then we'll do a Steelbook, or we'll put the Steelbook out first, then we'll do the 4K slip. Like, why are we doing it like that? I don't understand. It just feels like you're forcing us to make this choice. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think they're being greedy when they're doing that, like forcing us to double dip, as I've mentioned in previous videos, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Saba asking, how do you rate Pulp Fiction? Overrated. I rate Pulp Fiction overrated. I know I'm probably in the minority in that category, but I watched Jackie Brown just last night. I would watch that 10 times over one viewing of Pulp Fiction. I gotta be honest. Rhodey, I have no idea what the comments are showing on the screen. I have to like redo it every once in a while. Trent Sean D, here's my question. Why is there another Saw movie coming out next year? I don't know. But hopefully they'll like revamp it a little bit and make it different and maybe take the feedback of the audience from the last Saw movie and kind of make it good. You know what I mean? Like take the notes and, roll with it. Maybe, hopefully. Yes, that's right. Mama Blu-ray loved the Saw movies. We watched them all together. Gus is saying, I see on Apple TV Plus. That's the one service I don't have, Gus. It's Apple TV Plus. Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know if there's any horror films that have really scared my mom. Mom, are there any films that scare you? Nope. Edward is here saying, evening, Sue. K-Dog saying, wow, I'm impressed with Mama Blu-ray not being scared. All right, 4K Media Guy saying, I wish Paramount would have released Addams Family Values 4K instead of just re-releasing the first film on Steelbook. I agree. Like, where's the second movie? Exactly. just release that on 4K slip. That's fine. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. That is it for tonight's chat. Mainly we talked about Halloween Ends, but the last like 15 minutes we talked about like regular Q&A. That is just fine. Sometimes we get off topic. No big deal. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining in tonight and expressing your thoughts and opinions about Halloween Ends, going to Peacock. What is going on? Are movie theaters closing? Are we going to streaming permanently? I really hope that doesn't happen, but you never know. It might be the wave of the future. Thank you so much for the super chat, Rob. Very generous of you. Everyone have a wonderful night. Have a fantastic week. Watch great stuff this weekend, and I'll see you next Wednesday.